Welcome to a virtual learning that's a KaHOOT. What is a KaHOOT? KaHOOT is a game-based learning platform that makes it easy to create, share, and play learning-based games in minutes. Here's how it works. Create. As a member, you will be able to create a fun learning game in minutes, which is called a KaHOOT. The format and number of questions is completely up to you. You may also choose to add videos, images, and diagrams to your questions to amplify engagement. You ready to play? To join a game, the player simply accesses the game using a PIN number while you, as the host, project the game from your device on a large screen. Players will answer questions using their own devices while the questions are visible on the shared screen. In addition to group challenges, as a host, you are also able to assign a KaHOOT for players to complete at their own pace. For example, for homework or remote training. Finally, share. As a member, you also have access to shared KaHOOTs that already have been created and played within this platform. This is a huge time saver and great for getting inspiration while at home. So, to KaHOOT or not to KaHOOT? A common concern across the board when teaching virtually was student engagement. Through KaHOOT's game-like platform, fun music, competitive edge, positive feedback, and grand finale winners podium for students, why not? Another one is assessing understanding. Since your students are fully engaged and in it to win it, you are now in a position to assess their understanding. KaHOOT allows you to create a game using multiple choice, true or false, and puzzle-based questions. It also allows you to challenge your students with time limits, ranking, and of course, final game feedback for you. Not enough time in the day will always be a common theme among educators. However, as a free member, you also have the opportunity to search for existing games in Discover. Alter an existing game with your creative twists, or create a game from scratch in a time-friendly platform. All this, and not to even mention organization. You can always file away for another play. Under My KaHOOTs, which you will see in a moment, you will always have access to your games for the following year. No bulky papers or folders to keep track of. The platform has it stored for you. Let's get crafting. Setting up a free teacher's account. Let's sign up for free together. Just follow these easy steps. Number 1, choose your account type. As educators, we will obviously be selecting teacher. Number 2, describe your workplace. Even though we may be teaching virtually, you will still select school. Number 3, sign up using Google or Microsoft based on your preferences. I will be stopping here, however, because I already have my account. And then finally, step 4. Choose your membership type. Keep in mind that Basic is absolutely free. Believe me, this option allows you everything you need and more to get started. Once you have become accustomed to KaHOOT and wish to take it to another level, you may upgrade your membership to allow for additional question types, advanced reports, and ability to drop in slides from existing presentations. Now that we are a member, we have access to countless engaging KaHOOTs. By clicking on the Discover tab, you may search for pre-existing games created and shared by other users by topic. Your search will lead to many KaHOOTs from which you can narrow down by previewing them. Just make sure that questions are relevant for you and the answers are accurate. So make sure you practice safe kahooting by taking a sneak peek before you play with your kiddos. Next, you have the ability to alter an existing game. So let's try to alter an existing game. First, start by finding a game that aligns with your lesson, just like we did when we were under the Discover tab. Preview a game you think has potential. Then, in order to alter this shared game, you must first duplicate game. Once you have duplicated your game, you now have permission to simply click and edit questions, edit answers, add and delete content, but don't forget, of course, to rename it. So how is that for some collaboration? Last, of course, you have the ability to create a custom game. Now that you're getting the hang of it, let's create one from scratch. Don't worry, we got this. Let's get it started together. Just click the Create button to follow along with me. We will be creating a new KaHOOT. Let's start by clicking on Settings and choosing a title that will come in handy for organizational purposes and providing a brief description. You may also add an image if you choose. No time? Don't worry, KaHOOT will supply one for you. By clicking Done, your game will automatically be kept in My KaHOOT. Pretty easy, huh? Now let's move on to questions. Questions? You just start typing. How easy is that? Once your question is typed, go below and add your choices. While adding your choices, just click in the circle provided to let KaHOOT know which is the correct response. Please keep in mind there may be more than one correct answer, and there is a time limit for players, so try to keep it brief. Before you are ready to move on, make sure you choose the appropriate amount of time for your players to answer, as well as the points and number of correct answers. Not sure what to choose? Leave the default settings for your first go-around. KaHOOT knows a thing or two and provided some good ones. Don't forget about images. Just as before, you may choose to add an image, and if not, KaHOOT will supply one for you. However, as visual art teachers, why not take advantage of providing a visual? Just save the visual to your desktop and upload. This could be a picture of a tool, media, process, artwork, etc. More questions? Ready to add another one? Let's do it. You got it. Just click the Add Question button. And as a free member, it will allow you to choose from another multiple choice question or try out a true or false. Now that we have crafted our KaHOOT, we want to make sure it saves all of our work. So you guessed it, hit the Done button. It will lead you to a dialog box where you can test, share, or play your KaHOOT. For our purposes today, just select a final Done. As you are probably aware of, now there are two interfaces in KaHOOT. KaHOOT.com, where we just signed up for a free membership, and this is where creation takes place. KaHOOT.it is where students can enter the pin to the game and play. Both are super easy. So let's review. Teacher interface, KaHOOT.com. Remember, you simply log in using your email address and password we just created together. You have access to search games under the Discover tab or select a game you made from My KaHOOTs. As the host, you're in charge of pacing your game. And finally, you will receive performance feedback at the end. Student interface, KaHOOT.it. Students will simply enter the game pin that is displayed on the screen. They will select an appropriate name. They can have some fun here, so be prepared to give them some limits. And then the fun begins. Thanks for joining me today, but the fun's not quite over yet. Make sure to click on the link below to play a reflection KaHOOT and experience the thrill for yourself.